Now, this is just massive news right here too, bro. Persist Technology, who were the ones who were issuing the land in Colombia on the XRP ledger. They put into production the first version of the National Land Registry to register the first adjudication resolution in Colombia on the XRP ledger. And this is actually on the XRP ledger. As you can see, it has this right here, encrypted and secured on blockchain with a QR code right there. Pretty dang insane. And Ripple quote tweeted this, or Ripple X. I think the main Ripple account should talk about that. That's huge. So it is happening. It is happening, dude. We're seeing land be issued on the XRP ledger in terms of like certification, and that's what we want. We want all of the money, all of the land, everything to be ran through the XRP ledger.
Welcome back to another exciting episode on the channel. Check out this headline. How could you not be bullish on XRP? Real government land issued in Colombia on the XRP ledger. Meanwhile, XRP enthusiasts predict a $100 price tag for XRP in the mid to long term, as it's expected that 90% of retail will sell their XRP holdings at $28 and buy back at $100. But before we get all into that, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on bell notifications. In this video, we're going to be looking at the recent warnings put forth by the elites regarding XRP. But before that, let's take a quick look at some of the latest news happening in the space right now. Amid all of the chaos entailed by the ongoing lawsuit filed against Ripple by the SEC regarding the actual status of the Ripple-pioneered XRP coin, another San Francisco-based crypto firm and the largest cryptocurrency trading platform based out of the US gets hit with 2 fresh lawsuits by the United States financial regulators. The plaintiff in both cases alleges that Coinbase made fraudulent and misleading statements about the company's business, operations, and compliance efforts throughout the class period. If you remember a few weeks ago, I posted a video where I talked about a number of individuals affiliated with the crypto exchange, including former product manager at Coinbase, his brother, and a friend in crypto asset insider trading action by the SEC, with claims that they perpetrated a scheme to trade ahead of multiple announcements regarding certain crypto assets that would be made available for trading on the Coinbase platform. Coinbase has since been subject to harsh regulatory scrutiny. As such, Coinbase is now heavily investigated by the United States Securities and Exchange Commission, given 2 additional legal claims from 2 law firms. One from the New York-based legal firm Bragger, Eagle & Squire, where it publicized that it would be suing Coinbase for making deceptive claims about its business practices. The lawsuit was filed on Thursday, August 4th, 2022 in the United States District Court for the District of New Jersey on behalf of all persons and entities who purchased or otherwise acquired Coinbase securities between April 14th, 2021 and July 26th, 2022, both dates inclusive, the class period. And the other from Pomerantz LLP was also filed against the exchange and several of its officers, alleging that it's entitled to compensation for any losses incurred as a result of the defendant's violations of federal securities laws. This lawsuit was filed to compensate the plaintiffs. Pretty desperate times in this space, especially in the United States. And this isn't the first time we've seen crypto exchange platforms being subjected to stringent regulatory reforms, as we had earlier seen in a series of countries, especially in Europe, placing a ban against the world's largest crypto marketplace, Binance. And talking about more intriguing news for Coinbase and the entire crypto sphere, we have news of one of the biggest mergers in the space, the inclusion of Coinbase into BlackRock's Aladdin, an electronic system developed by BlackRock Solutions, the risk management division of the largest investment management corporation BlackRock Inc. Now, Coinbase has been selected by BlackRock to provide its Aladdin clients access to crypto trading and custody via Coinbase's integrated solution that provides secure custody, advanced trading platform, and prime services for users to manage their crypto portfolio, Coinbase Prime.
From banks, insurance companies, and other important institutions. Through Aladdin, BlackRock has insights about the management of financial assets worth another $20 trillion. BlackRock also has shares and voting rights in many of the biggest European companies, in sectors such as energy, oil and gas, transportation, food, and of course, finance. The company holds public debt in the form of bonds and has real estate interests.
Through BlackRock's trillions of dollars market shares, the firm had handled a market value of $11 trillion as far back in 2013, about 7% of the world's financial assets at the time. Having maintained a track record of nearly 30,000 investment portfolios, Robert Kiyosaki, author of the acclaimed bestseller about success, Rich Dad Poor Dad, declared this news to be great, where he asserted that the fusion of these large institutional corporations with crypto would elicit a favorable effect on the asset class's legitimacy. However, the question of why the World Economic Forum removed Coinbase from their website is still a myth. Maybe there's more than one faction of these elites with almost similar but conflicting ideas. But the question may be, who will be the ruling class? Is it going to be the WEF versus BlackRock versus old guard politicians? I'd love to hear your thoughts on that in the comment section below. This news about BlackRock and Coinbase is nothing but a welcome development, as these institutional players and financial juggernauts all already know that the monopolistic money system employed by the central banks of the world is falling apart in a complete financial disaster. Hence, such assets like XRP and gold that stand as the major threat to the extinction of these central banks also serve as a great investment option. As we all already know, many local banks in and out of the United States already use Ripple services and XRP. Now to the news of the day, what are these signs that XRP is going to get to those 4 or 5 figures as expected? Speaking of the elites, what do they know about Ripple and XRP? What are these warning signs that are faintly put out there for us to see all about? And what is to be expected of these outcomes? Let's take a look at this tweet from Wrath of Kahneman. There have been some intriguing events occurring with SBI and SBI Remit, Ripple investor and ODL user respectively. Here's a brief attempt to piece them together. Warning, I'm trying to find a narrative here, not propound one. And then he goes on to elaborate on that further in a range of tweets. First, recall that SBI Holdings is Japan's largest online brokerage and banking services company. They recently acquired Shinsei Bank, a commercial bank with a strong lending business. SBI invests in smaller banks to expand customer base, was high drama. Next, remember on July 28th, there was news the SBI VC Trade platform, which hosts SBI's ODL connection, was expanding to platform other orgs such as AsianNet. On August 1st came news that SBI Remit, an ODL user, would refer a large corporate remittance through Shinsei's Go Remit using their Swift connection for customers moving over 1 million Japanese yen. Now SBI Remit will refer corporate customers to Go Remit, but, open quote, in order to explore deeper cultivation, close quote, besides referrals, open quote, the two companies will consider further alliances including business management system aspects of the entire remittance business, close quote. So we're left with two interesting but not necessarily related issues. SBI acquires Shinsei and has SBI Remit refer corporate FX through Go Remit. Meanwhile, SBI VC Trade, which SBI Remit uses for ODL, will platform other companies for ODL as well. Connected? Too early to say definitively, though they intend further integration in the future. You could interpret it in a couple of ways. SBI needs more FX than ODL can handle right now, or SBI is preparing to further integrate ODL in their remittance offerings, and both could be true. Addendum, thanks to Good Life Lab for the reminder, the SBI Remit docs mention regulations as a factor in the 1 million Japanese yen limit. This suggests the course of the tie-up may have a lot to do with licensing. Were there additional licenses Shinsei offered SBI as an acquisition?
Ripple's co-founder Chris Larsen resigns as a director from their UK Ripple business. This is taken from Companies House, which is where you register as a business in the UK. So why might this be? Honestly, I'm unsure, but I've got some speculation for you, as always. It comes at the same time as this. Ripple actually changed their name in the UK from Ripple Europe Limited to Ripple Markets UK Limited. Now, this could be a bit of a nothing burger, to be honest. Probably something to do with intellectual property rights. Someone probably had a similar name, so they just changed. But again, it could be more than that. That's just my speculation. I've got much bigger speculation for Chris Larsen, though. Digital Perspectives gave his opinion and said that Chris Larsen resigned as a director. Could it be a part of a settlement? Chris, are we going to London? To be honest, I don't really think there's much to this either, because the SEC's jurisdiction only spans to the US, so it wouldn't make any sense why you'd have to resign as a director in the UK. But the second part is interesting, and that's what got me thinking. So we know Ripple have been testing with the Bank of England since 2017, as you can see here. And here that it was published on the 10th of July 2017. So they've probably been testing before that and just published it then. So maybe he's setting something up in the UK to do with the banking system or the Bank of England, and it might be a conflict of interest with Ripple. Maybe the Digital Pound Foundation comes in there somewhere. But then there's this clip as well. And this is taken from Danger Mouse on the 11th of May this year. Chris Larsen meets Mayor of London Sadiq Khan to discuss moving investments away from the Bay Area and over to London. So I'll leave you with this short clip. I want to know what you guys think in the comments. I really don't know, but I think something big could be coming. Peace.
The focus of this trip, though, is money. The aim, to prize investments away from the Bay Area and over to its biggest tech competitor, Silicon London.